Did you know the Fire Emblem games were the first of its kind in regards to its game genre, tactical RPG? The Fire Emblem series also contains some striking deviations from what's considered as an RPG dogma, including permanent deaths of party members if they were to fall in battle. If the character is important to the story, he or she is sidelined for the rest of the game. This causes players to be more cautious with their party. This feature was considered harsh by many players, eventually resulting in the conception of casual mode in Fire Emblem, New Mystery of the Emblem, Heroes of Light and Shadow, which also allow party members to fall back once their HP reaches 0. This mode was also featured in Fire Emblem Awakening. The Fire Emblem games was initially supposed to be only released in Japan. However, thanks to the inclusion of Marth and Roy in Super Smash Bros. Melee, many fans of the game created enough interest to convince Nintendo of America to localize the 7th title, Fire Emblem Rekka no Ken, simply known as Fire Emblem internationally, and every other game forward. Marth and Roy was originally supposed to be exclusive to the Japanese version of Super Smash Bros. Melee. However, during Nintendo of America's debug testing of Melee, they found the characters enjoyable to play with and left them in the game. Furthermore, Super Smash Bros. Melee was also Roy's first game, and his character doesn't debut in the Fire Emblem series until Fire Emblem The Binding Blade, which was released in 2002. Roy was put in Melee in order to promote The Binding Blade in Japan. Did you know the creator of the Fire Emblem series, Shozu Kaga, worked on every Fire Emblem title up until Fire Emblem Farcia 776. In 2001, Kaga left Nintendo in order to found Tirnanog, his own independent studio. One of the first games Tirnanog developed was Tear Ring Saga for the PlayStation, which borrows heavily from the Fire Emblem series in terms of gameplay and design, even being named Emblem Saga during the development and having Mayumi Hirota, who worked on Farcia 776, do character designs. A nasty legal battle ensued when Nintendo and Intelligent Systems sued Interbrain and Tirnanog in 2001, claiming that Tear Ring Saga was guilty of copyright infringement. The Tokyo court ruled in favor of Interbrain and Tirnanog in 2002. However, Nintendo filed an appeal soon after, and the case was taken to Tokyo High Court. In 2004, the court ordered Interbrain to pay Nintendo a fine of 76 million yen, but the game was ruled not to be infringing any copyright and remained on shelves. Nintendo filed yet another appeal on the case and was moved to Tokyo Supreme Court, where the final verdict was made in 2004, upholding the previous court order. Tear Ring Saga produced a sequel named Tear Ring Saga Berwick Saga for the PlayStation 2 in 2005. Hey, that's all for today, but don't forget to subscribe to Did You Know Gaming for all things gaming, and don't forget to also subscribe to HMK for gaming, entertainment, and more. This has been DNA, and I'll check you guys later.